Hey guys, Sam here, and welcome back to another episode of our Middlesbrough Career Mode series. Today we kick off with a game against Manchester City, as you can see, who sit in third position behind us. We're on second position at the moment, on 21 points tied with Chelsea, but this is probably the biggest game of our season so far, and the most difficult game, you could argue, of the entire season. Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. It doesn't get much tougher than that. Pep Guardiola's coming in. We're in November, so he's had time to gel with the team, and hopefully we'll be able to do something here away. We've been performing so well, boys, and honestly, we've taken down some of the giants. I don't know if we can continue this, because last episode we had a pretty bad episode as far as results, but hopefully we can do something here at Manchester City. Aguero's got 8 goals in the league. We've got to look out for him. Negredo's got 4, former Manchester City striker himself. But without further ado, let's take a look at the lineup that'll be going to the Etihad Stadium. Okay, there's the starting lineup going into this game. Not many surprises at all, to be honest, with 2 injuries still on the books. We have Negredo up top with Fisher and Adama on each wing. Downing, Desart and Deroon make up a midfield 3 with Fabio, Espinosa, Ayala and Nsu. As a back 4, Victor Valdez in between the sticks. Hopefully, this team is good enough to do something, but it is Manchester City. Their team is absolutely amazing, so it's not going to be easy whatsoever. So without further ado, let's jump into this game. More than anything, I just hope we don't get absolutely smacked. Negredo into Desart, who finds Downing. Adama's in a bit of space. What a positive start. This is Adama goes for a first time, and Claudio Bravo will gobble that up every single day of the week. Victor Fisher steals the ball. Desart again. Adama has so much room on this right-hand side. Negredo's in there! And he didn't go for the header. For some reason, he's chested it. I don't know what he was going for, but a great bit of play could have ended up in a goal there within the first 7 minutes. It's Raheem Sterling here. Oh, cuts in fantastically. Raheem's going for a bit of a dribble, and he lays that off to, I believe, Sergio Aguero, who's now got his 9th goal in the Premier League. And Manchester City, just like that, with the first opportunity, a goal, have made it 1-0. That is how lethal they could be. Raheem Sterling, just, he kind of ruined me. And what a finish from Aguero. Look at that, just placing that. Fabio can't get his legs in the way. Valdez doesn't even move. Way too powerful of a shot. And there is Karanka, not a happy man at all. Deroon into Adama. Adama's going to whip this one in. Who's in there? Negredo's in there. Fisher was also just standing there. Sergio Aguero on the run again. He's got Gundogan in support. Back to Sergio Aguero. Good play between the two. Aguero backing into his defender. He's got Navas in support. Back to Sergio Aguero. Turns around. Goes for the shot. And it's Espinosa with some good defending. Raheem Sterling in a little bit of room now, and it's Ayala who comes in and some decent defending. The centre-backs are starting to step up now. Raheem Sterling into Navas, back to Sterling, into Zabaleta, into Sergio Aguero. City keeping the possession now through Sterling. He's going to play with it on the wing. He's going to try and get around Nsu. He's going to eventually whip it in, but Espinosa's going to be there to deal with it. Thank you, Espinosa. Forced to Otamendi. Into Jesus Navas. Otamendi once more! And what a finish from Nicolas Otamendi, the centre-back. Running all the way up, and he's been rewarded, and he slaughtered that away like he was a freaking striker. I'm sure he's not going to be scoring too many like this in the Premier League, but it was Navas who took the shot. Otamendi continuing his run, and that is a striker's finish, ladies and gents. Doesn't even think about it, doesn't even hesitate. Good technique, and he gets it past Victor Valdez. And Manchester City are up 2-0, boys. We have to try and contain this. We do not want to be leaking too many more goals. Here we go, Negredo. Bit of room in for Adama. This is surely a goal. Adama slots it away. A good reply here from Middlesbrough. And it's 2-1 now. Good reply, boys. That's exactly what we needed. Adama, great work on that right-hand side. Not hesitating and not screwing it up. And knew exactly what he wanted it to do. Put it in the back of the net. That right-hand side has just been so good this entire game. Negredo with a patient bit of build-up there. And he just gives it to Adama. The rest is on him. And he finishes it. Fantastic finish from Adama. He was dropped when Gaston Ramirez was fit. But he's making a case to be on the right wing again. Oh no. Fernandinho wins the ball. He's got Sergio Aguero. Aguero back to Fernandinho, continuing his run. Decent bit of pace on Fernandinho. It's whether or not Victor Valdez can take him one-on-one. Fabio's going to step into the goal. And Fabio just couldn't do enough, and Manchester City hit straight back. And this is end-to-end shit, ladies and gents. Fabio trying to catch up with Fernandinho. He eventually realised he had to get in the way of the goal. I mean, Fabio probably could have done something, but he didn't have enough time to react. And Pep Guardiola is loving life right now. It's 3-1 to City. And it's only the first half, boys. Wow. I'm not even sure if that's disrespectful. Thierry Ambrose coming on for Sergio Aguero at half-time. That's a bit of an odd substitution, Pep. Adama into Negredo. Negredo back out wide. He finds Adama again. Adama's going to cut in on his left. Going to try and take on the men. He's got Downing making a run, and he's just a bit too late for Downing. Decent run from Stuart Downing, trying to get involved, but Adama just couldn't find him in time. Thierry Ambrose now into Otamendi. What is Otamendi doing? What the hell is Otamendi doing this game? What position is this man playing? Surely he's not one of their centre-backs. Oh, well, there we go. He's playing as a defensive midfielder. Typical Pep Guardiola, playing people out of their position. He scored 2 fucking goals. Negredo holds it up for Victor Fisher. Victor Fisher continuing his run. It's John Stones trying to catch up to him. Victor Fisher has Fabio. Fabio from range. He doesn't mind having a long shot. Jesus Navas on the right-hand side, trying to make a 5 for City. Cuts back. He's got Otamendi again. And Otamendi's going for his freaking hat-trick, if you could believe that. Corner here for City. It's going to be Jesus Navas to whip this in. Who's he going to try and find? De Bruyne is in there, and Valdez just catches it. Wow. Settle down, Victor. Desart over the top for Victor Fisher. He's going to first time that in the middle. Downing is in there, and what a header by Stuart Downing. This man can do no wrong. Great header from Stuart Downing to make a 4-2. Bit of a consolation goal at the end of the day. Good bit of play. Victor Fisher with the first time cross, though. I rate that. And Downing just dominates whoever that is. It might be Clichy. And what a fantastic header. Bravo's not getting to that. 4-2. And I guess we've closed the gap by 1. There it is, full time here at the Etihad Stadium, and it is a 4-2 loss. What an entertaining game, I guess, for Man City fans and the neutrals. For us, it's a bit of a disappointment, although it is Manchester City, and I think we performed okay. Going forward, we're very able, and I think that's the best thing about this team, is the fact that there's goals in this team. we haven't been scoring that many throughout the entire season, but we can find the back of the net, and we do it on a regular basis. And it was a fully deserved win for them, but it's something that this performance is something we can be proud of. To go to the Etihad, drag 2 goals, it's not the worst. Those are the stats for you guys. As you can see, complete domination by Manchester City, as you'd expect. 11 shots, 10 on target, 54% possession. To our 5 shots, 3 on target, 46% possession. Credit to Victor Valdez, had a fantastic game. He did let in 4 goals, but he made some really good saves throughout the game as well. And the defense stepped up as well. Again, we leaked 4 goals, but I still think the defense played really, really well. But 4-2, not ideal. You never want to lose 4-2, but at the same time, against City at home, when you take a look at things in perspective, it could have been a lot worse. Alright, we do have another monthly scouting update, and this is pretty much your only guy we're going to sign. Ewan Ward, we're going to bring him in. He's got a 66 to 90 potential, so he looks decent. Okay, the next game of today's episode is a home game against Chelsea. It doesn't get much tougher than this. City and Chelsea in the league. We've dropped to 5th position with a game in hand over Man City and Crystal Palace. I don't know who's first, if Chelsea's second. Manchester United. It looks like out of nowhere, United have taken over as the league leaders. But yeah, we have a game against Chelsea here. We both have a game in hand on everybody else. So if Chelsea wins, they're ahead of United. If we win, we are tied with United. We'll be lower than them on goal difference. So that's sort of what's in the balance right now. We haven't won a game in a while. So let's take a look at the starting 11 that'll be playing Chelsea at home. I think the starting lineup definitely deserves to start again, and it looks like that's what Karanka's gone for. It's Negredo, Fisher, and Adama as a front 3, Downing, Desart, and Dayrun as a midfield 3, and then Fabio, Espinosa, Ayala, and then Su as a back forward, Victor Valdez in between the sticks at home against Chelsea. Hopefully the Riverside can get up for this game, and hopefully we'll be able to pick up 3 points. It'll be a massive 3 points. We need a win to get our momentum again, because we haven't won a game in a while, so we really do need a win here. But it's Chelsea, so I'm not expecting it. Su into Adama. Negredo's gonna run into the box. Adama's trying to get the cross off, but the Chelsea defense isn't allowing him. Stuart Downing to Desart to Dayrun. Dayrun still has the ball. Back to Desart. Desart into Negredo. Negredo saw Downing in the box, but the defense for Chelsea is just holding in there. John Obi Mikel. He finds Diego Costa. Chelsea finally attacking. It's over the top for Eden Hazard. What can Hazard do? He whips it in. No one was there. Why didn't Valdez pick that up? What is going on? Victor Valdez, what are you doing? He was taking a snooze. Marco Van Ginkel. Surprised to see him starting for Chelsea, but it's Van Ginkel on the ball. He's turning around. He's doing all sorts of things. Van Ginkel is trying to get his name on the map. Oh, Downing. What a fucking pass by Stuart Downing to put Adama in a bit of space, but it was good defending. It's Downing once more. He's going to hold on to the ball. He's going to find Victor Fisher, and Fisher's waiting for that run of Fabio, and Fabio now's going to whip it in, and someone's running in. I think it was Dayrun, and unfortunately he couldn't get his head onto it. Wow. The computer just fake throwed the shit out of me. Desart. Into Victor Fisher. Fisher down into Desart. Desart through to Negredo. Negredo to Downing. Downing sees Adama in a bit of room. This is great build-up play. Adama whips it back in. Negredo has some space. And Victor Fisher just takes the header from him. Probably didn't hear the call, but you gotta think Negredo would have shouted at the top of his lungs. Top of his lungs? Top of his lungs, mine. And Victor Fisher just didn't care. He went for it. And Karanka, he's not a happy man. He's going to get on the pitch and start belting the shit out of Fisher. Fisher now to Negredo. Alvaro. It's Desart now. He sees Downing. Downing over the top for Dayrun. Dayrun! Oh! Dayrun! Over the top of the crossbar. Branislav Ivanovic finds a Willian on the right-hand side. That's fantastic defending from Ayala. If Willian got past him, that could have been very dangerous. Victor Fisher over the top for Negredo, who tries just holding the ball up. Fantastic play from Negredo. And back to Victor Fisher. Now it's up to Fisher to create a chance here. He whips it in. Adama's in there, but so was a defender. And it's a penalty. The referee has made the decision. What has Mikel done here? Well, I don't know what John Obi Mikel did, to be honest with you. But I'm going to say it. I think the referee is a racist. He literally has given this penalty on nothing, but let's take a look if Negredo can bury this or not. I fucking hate penalties. I mean, I guess justice was served. The penalty was for nothing, so Eden Hazard now with a bit of room. You don't want to give Hazard room. That's the one thing that he will utilize. And look at him running away from Ayala. He cuts back. Back again. Hazard's tricking, so Ayala just goes in and absolutely minces him up. Oh, good bit of play there between Adama and... Oh my god, Adama. That would have been such a nice ball into Stuart Downing, but a decent bit of build-up play. And we're looking a little dangerous in the last 5 minutes here. Both teams look like they could score the goal. Patient build-up play here in the last probably chance of the game. Fisher and Fabio trying to link up. It ends up at Fabio's feet. Fabregas is marking him. Fabio back through to Victor Fisher. This is the last chance of the game now. What can we do from it? It's found Stuart Downing. Turns around. Goes for the shot. And it's blocked by the Chelsea defence. And that pretty much sums up the game. And that is the full-time whistle. 0-0 here. The Chelsea defence stepping up. And our defense stepping up as well. A bit of a boring game compared to the last game especially. But still, chances were in it and both defenses stepped up. Those are the stats for you guys. 5 shots, 2 on target for us with 56% possession. Chelsea, 1 shot, none on target, 44% possession. I'm sure they're not going to be proud of that performance. And I think we had a decent opportunity or two to score a goal there. But the defense just stepped up for Chelsea. They just sat back. They just defended very, very well. It's what you'd expect from a Conte side, but you would expect a little bit more attack. And they went up and they went forward, but they never shot. They weren't getting their crosses in. When they did, their crosses were not good at all. So that was really the difference. I think we just created better opportunities than they did. But at the end of the day, it's 0-0. We both take a point, we both take a clean sheet, and we both move on. That is how the league table looks at the end of today's episode. A few changes in the league table. Looks like Arsenal are starting to get back into the swing of things. Spurs are still down there. West Ham, Everton, and Southampton are in the relegation zone. I don't know what's going on. It seems like it's a thing in FIFA 17. Tables are very, very random. And you know what team that I've talked to a lot of career mode YouTubers. Apparently the team that always does well is Crystal Palace. So they're in 4th at the moment, and they're just edging us out on goals scored. Not even the goal difference. We have the same goal difference, just based on the fact that they've scored more goals than us. They are in the top 4 at the moment. But at the moment, it sits Man City in number 1, United in 2nd, with a game in hand, so they could be 1st. Chelsea sit in 3rd, Palace sit in 4th. We have a game in hand on Palace and Chelsea, so if we win that, we'll be ahead and we'll be on 25 points. That game is against Leicester City, and that game is in the next episode, but that's the table for you guys. I hope you did enjoy today's episode. I know uploads have been very, very scarce lately. I probably should have picked a different word, because a lot of people are going to think about the YouTuber. But I am starting to put out more videos, and I do want to sort of bring the upload daily sort of thing back to the channel. It's just going to take a little bit of time for me to get back into the swing of things. So thank you so much for being patient with me, and thank you so much for supporting the videos. As I said before, I hope you did enjoy today's video. I hope you had a good day. I'll see you guys in the next one very soon. Keep it real.